Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Kerbal Space Program. This is the second episode in which we are playing the actual game. We had a few of the tutorial, but we are in a real sort of normal difficulty campaign thing. Maybe I'll skip this loading screen next time. I thought it'd be fun to start looking at the main screen, but actually this part is pretty boring. And at the end of the last episode, we discovered how to actually pick up contracts, which I thought we were having trouble getting before. It's because I just couldn't find the right building. And, okay, great. So, what is this all about? Conduct a focused observational study. So my understanding is that these are about, like, space planes, right, mostly? Take a crew report in flight above 17,000 meters near zone whatever. Alright, so not so interested in that. I want to build more rockets. Wait, what's the difference between these two? Near this area. Can I, like, see where that area is? Okay, so and it shows us what we get and what we get if we don't do it, or if we, like, say we'll do it and then don't. Okay, so there's a bunch of these focused observational studies. Okay, I don't really want to do those. Test a liquid fuel engine landed at Kerbin. The CEO at the spacecraft parts doesn't know how to attach a liquid fuel engine and wants us to test attaching one for him. Okay, well that seems pretty simple. We'll get some money and some science for it. I accept. What else? Test the Mark 16 parachute. Sure, sounds good. Test the solid fuel booster at the launch site. I can't take any more? Can I just only take 2? Yeah, alright. Okay, so if we had known about this, we could have gotten a little bit more money in science and reputation as a result of our last flight, but that's fine. We'll have plenty of time to work through these. So what we need to do this time is, our contracts now are to test a liquid fuel engine and a Mark 16 parachute while flying. Okay, well that's simple enough. So we'll put a command pod in, and we want some fuel tanks, FTL whatever, right? Oh no, they want the liquid fuel engine. But of course we need some fuel tanks in order to do that. Just 3 should be plenty. We don't need to get into space or anything. In fact, even probably just 2 would be fine. You know what? Let's actually just build 2. Maybe... Is this going to be enough to, for the parachute to hang... Where are parachutes? Utility? For this Mark 16 parachute... Does it say somewhere how much it can possibly carry? Because I would like to know that. I don't know, like 0.5. We'll be carrying a little bit more stuff. Right mouse for more info. That's what I've done. I just want to know if, like, what we're carrying is going to be too heavy for it, you know? I would like to recover the whole spacecraft if I can. I think this is really not any heavier than the solid fuel booster one was. Let's put on this liquid fuel engine. Okay. Put on, where's science? Down here. Put on some of these mystery goo containment thingies. And, what's the deal with this thermometer? Does it really... We don't want to take this all the way into space, I think. Let's, Is this actually going to put on 2? Let's just put on 1. We don't need multiple thermometers. That should be fine. I think you somehow get science out of this thing, right? So right-clicking doesn't do anything. Alright, any interesting parts that we missed here? What is this all about? Communication, we could put that on, but no thanks. Coupling. So we could put a decoupler here to allow us to launch a larger thing and then rip off these parts on the way down. But I do want to test, like, so this is... How heavy is this? I don't know. Oh, 1.5 tons. This is also 1.5 tons, but we're adding some fuel, huh? And the fuel tanks each weigh half a ton, so adding 2 of these makes it 1 ton heavier, I guess. It still is not clear to me yet whether that's, like, a problem, because I don't know how much this can carry. 0.1 tons, max safe deploy speed, I don't know. I think this ought to be okay. We'll find out, I guess. Crew. I still don't really feel like I need Jeb, and I like the science that we get from Bob. Because that's what we're really doing these for, is to get science. Okay, so this is a liquid, liquid like nothing. There's like nothing here. It's just kind of crappy liquid rocket. Liquid nothing, rocket 1. Okay. And I would like these to be in separate stages, please. Okay. And we want to test it between 3 and 9,000 meters, apparently. Okay, well, we should be able to manage that. Yes, let's save this craft. And again, we don't have SAS, but this is a simple enough craft that I think it should be fine. Launch pad. Oh, we now have... Why do we have 2 copies of PR Vessel 1? Does one of them have Jeb in it or something? No? Okay, well, take out Jeb. Put in Bob. He's getting all the experience. Oh, you can change the flag for a particular mission. That's interesting. Alright, well, fine. Go to Astronaut Complex. I don't think I need to do that, do I? Well, I guess I'll have a look. Alright, we have some astronauts. But he hasn't leveled up or anything, so whatever. Launch vessel, right? Liquid nothing rocket? Okay. It looks so tiny and silly. So this is throttling up, right? Yeah, okay. About 2/3 seems fine. We have the parachute last. Okay. What is it that we're trying to do on this mission? We want to get some observations of these guys in new situations. And, Is this stuff gonna blow up when I land? Even with the parachute? I'm a little worried about that, actually. I bet it will. I should probably decouple it. Let's go back. How do I go back to the VAB? Escape? Maybe I can't do that except by reverting the flight, which I would rather not do. We should be able to get this to the water, and then I think it should be okay, right? Alright, let's give that a try. So, what are there any steps I'm missing here? Just throttle up, and then once we're a little bit in the air, yaw to the right, and then go. Okay, that seems fine. We don't need to go that high. Let's see what these guys think about flying. It wobbles. Did the spaceship just flip around? That's really quite bad. Alright, so maybe having SAS would help for this. But I think we're doing fine, actually. Yeah. We didn't actually make it to 4,000 meters yet. but I think we might. 'Cause that's where we wanted to test the parachute. Alright, well. We're coming back down. We launched too far to the side. Oh well. That's fine. Where's our little thermometer guy? You. Log the temperature. Yep. You. Observe the goo. Yep, fine. Alright, so this is the exciting part. Is it going to explode? I think it ought to be okay. We got rid of all the explosive parts. The parachute caught it, so like, unless it suddenly explodes because it touches the ocean, which wouldn't make much sense, but I think did happen in previous versions of this game. So who knows? Ooh, sounded a bit spooky. But it looks like we're okay. We lost the engine, apparently. But the fuel boosters are okay. Let's do a crew report. You record the crew's assessment of the situation. Yeah, sure. Keep it. How do you like that water? And I think we're basically done with this flight. Didn't accomplish the goal we wanted to with the parachute, because we got a bit too far to the side. I think it may be time to start sending a real pilot on these missions. Because that was a frightening little hiccup in the takeoff where the engine was on while it was pointed at the ground. You don't want that. You're gonna have a bad time. All right, so we got a crew report from the water. Got some science out of it. Mystery goo flying twice. Yeah, we're basically not getting any more science from that. Temperature reading while flying over the water. Found out how hot it is in the air over the ocean, I guess. Recovered a vessel. Very good. Parts. Did we, in fact, recover the... No, we did not recover the engine, so that's sort of what it looked like earlier. And we, of course, didn't recover any of the fuel, except for the monopropellant, which I still don't know what that's all about. We recovered the thermometer. That's good. Cool. And crew. Bob's already taken this flight, so he didn't really get much out of it. Fair enough. Contracts? Oh, did we get to test our thing, after all? How did that happen? Can I see, like, is this the log? We have tested the parachute in flight over Kerbin. Well, cool. I thought there were some constraints about how high we could be, but I guess not. Cool. And we tested the engine as well. Great. So that was a nice, simple flight. Let's go check out some new contracts at Mission Control. We can still have a max of 2. Which ones looked easy? Focused temperature survey. Yeah, this is another space plane kind of thing, but we have a temperature, so we could do that. Test the Flea solid rocket boosters. That's the one we should have done in the previous episode. I'll take it. Test a stack decoupler at the launch site. Sure. Actually, is there anything easy? Test the radial mount drogue chute. How high do you want us to be for this? 8 to 12,000 meters. I don't think we can do that with the Flea. So let's just take this. Accept. So our goal is to just build a rocket with some things in it. They don't even care what we do with it. That should be pretty easy. Can I, like, load a different ship or something? New ship. Fine. Here we go. Engine. Put this Flea in. Where's the coupling? Here we go. Put a coupler in here. Ugh. Gotta do the coupler first. Fine. It's pointing up. I'm led to believe that's a good thing. And, what else do I need? I need some basic fins, sure. Put those on. The mystery goo, like, we've sort of gotten most of what we can from just the mystery goo, but I suppose we could test it even before we take off. That's something. And put on a thermometer as well over here, say. And we'll let Jeb fly this one. Anything else I'm missing? Yeah, parachute would be pretty cool, I guess. Why not? We shouldn't even really need to stage it, but I guess we will anyway. We're gonna lose this solid thing. Actually, you know what? Get rid of these stupid wings. They're save us $50, right? Jeb can fly without those, because we're gonna drop this part off when we restage. Let's see. So I want the engine. How does this work? What do I say reset? Okay, so it does pick 3 separate stages for them. That's the reasonable staging order that it chooses. Is the engine, and then when you say so, decouple, and then after decoupling, you can choose to deploy the parachute. Alright. Anything else we're missing here? No, we got everything. Wait, what was this? Oh, communications. Yeah, we don't need that. Alright, sounds good. Flea jobber. Cool. So we're testing the flea engine. Launch. We don't need to save this one, I don't think. Okay, so first thing to do is, what happens if I observe this mystery goo? Observations from the launch pad. Great. So that's better than what we've been observing. Well, keep it. Sure. I mean, it's better than what we would get if we got another one while flying, I guess is what I'm getting at here. I'd like to leave the other one. No, let's just observe them both. And we'll grab the temperature as well while we're here and not have to worry about much of anything else. Quite literally nominal. Okay, well, it's worth 2.4 science, so, you know, I'm not going to argue. And our contracts, as I recall, are not very interesting, right? Just, great, we've already done all the stuff we need to do. Let's just launch this one and not crash it, and test the decoupling, just for fun. As always, I'll be headed towards the ocean, just in case things go wrong. Don't need to adjust this stuff. Just need to hit spacebar to launch, right? SAS, sure. But I don't really need that yet. I'll turn SAS on once we've turned it. Oh, Jeb is so excited! Look at him! What a guy! Can he actually go EVA? Oh, he can. Pilots are smart. Do an EVA report while you're here. Yeah, look at all that science you get for measuring the launch pad. Good work, buddy. All right, get back in, will ya? Can we do a crew report here on the launch pad as well? Yeah, sure. They're like, yeah, it's the launch pad, all right. Cool. All right, so it turns out that sending a pilot is just about as good as sending a scientist, because you get to do a few things scientists don't know how to do. And I think we are all set here, right? I'm always nervous right before a launch. This is your last chance to mess things up if you're not careful. Well, far from the last chance. You can mess things up pretty bad in space, I guess. But for now, we're doing fine on that stuff. Okay, let's lift off in 3. Oh, that was a bad way to say it. You want to say lift off at the end, right? Let's go in 3, 2, 1, lift off. SAS to there looks good. Yeah, let's tilt over a bit more. Gotta get to the ocean. Yeah, okay. So we're already out of rocket fuel. I'm not going to decouple yet because, like, there's no real rush, and we're still over the land. It seems a bit rude to try to drop, you know, a rocket engine, right? In fact, let's launch it that way to make sure it gets into the water. Not that I think it really matters. And yeah, cool. Well, Jeb's loving life as he always does. We're sort of tumbling, but he doesn't really mind. I think it'll orient itself, right? I'm not touching the nav ball at all. It seems to be focusing around our velocity vector. And we have not yet deployed the parachute. We could, and nothing would happen. I believe. It would just get ready to launch once it's at 1,000 kilometers. At 1 kilometer. Yeah, I'll go ahead and hit spacebar now, see what happens. Alright, it's sort of half deployed. And then when it gets to 1 kilometer, it'll fully deploy, is that right? Is that how this is working? Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, good work, Jeb. You did it. You made it to a safe landing in the ocean. By the way, where's the other part of the ship? What happened to it? Did it land in the water and get destroyed, or what? Can I see it somewhere? I don't know. Oh wait, was that it? I thought I saw something around here. We sure are getting a good scientific understanding of this ocean just right next to the right next to the launch bay, huh? Launch pad? That's the word. We might as well be a navy, really. We're just sort of dropping crummy old spaceships right into the ocean and celebrating it, but that's, you know, every science program has to start small. And, you know, the space program starts with atmosphere, not space. And we're getting Jeb his first flight. Very excited. Should be a nice soft landing any minute now. I guess at this point I actually am allowed to time warp, right? But it's sort of more fun to watch it. Get ready to land. Hooray! We did it. Good work, Jeb. Cool. Let's recover the vessel, right? And look at all this science we got. Good work, Jeb. EVA report from the launch pad, crew report from the launch pad. Yeah. Mystery goo from the launch pad. We studied the launch pad today, I guess, is really what we did. And parts, we got back the stuff we expected to, i.e. everything but the solid fuel boosters. And contract-wise, why is this not done? Hello? So, wait, hang on. Yeah, next. Jeb got some experience. Okay, done. We tested the solid fuel booster at the launch site. And we performed an EVA test. So we got some stuff for that. Why did we not get anything about testing the stack decoupler? What was I supposed to do with it? Okay, yeah, whatever. Delete that. Shouldn't that have counted? Do I have a different decoupler or something? Huh. There's a decoupler, right? What is this, please? It's a TR-18A. It's the one I'm supposed to test. Test it at the launch site? What does it mean to test it at the launch site, then? That's what I did. It was on a ship, and I launched it from the launch site. Yeah, don't save that. Do I need to read the contract terms and conditions more carefully? Mission control, active. They just want to know what? Test it at the launch site. Do I have to press the button to decouple it? Seems a little bit dumb and dangerous. Well, okay. They are a demolition enterprise. I don't know, maybe if we decoupled it and... 'cause if we decoupled anything, the next step would basically be launching a rocket and blowing it up, right? Like, we'd drop the bottom part off the rocket and then launch the top part, and the engines would blow up the bottom part that we had just finished decoupling, which doesn't seem great as a way to test the decoupler. But, okay, well, don't totally understand what this is all about, but let's grab a new mission, I guess. Test this splashed down at Kerbal. So we actually did this recently, right? We got one of these into the ocean and it exploded. Or vanished anyway. There's all these focused observational studies. Maybe I should build a space plane to like grab these. But we've got days and days, right? So this one we don't have that long. 5 hours. Go to a specific place, build a space... Basically, be near that place and do a crew report. So, there's a bunch of stuff we could do if we built a space plane, it looks like. Well? Test this in a suborbital trajectory. So get, like, into space, basically. So there's, like, we would want to do this and this together, basically. But we could test this radial whatever thing, I guess? Sure. Alright, I still want to figure out what the deal is, why the stack decoupler thing did not finish, though. And I guess let's check out some more science. Stability, do we need that? An aerodynamic nose cone, a radial decoupler. Alright, so we don't really care about those yet. A new, better engines and fuel tanks. And then, like, they want us to test a new, one of these parachutes, right? The radial mount drogue chute. Right? So what's the difference between a drogue chute? It's like just supposed to slow you down a bit, and then the real one goes off? Huh. And it's cheaper as well. Huh. Alright, well. Let's go look at our contracts again. You know, actually, we did 2 successful flights. I think that makes a good place to end this episode. Next episode, we'll look some more at the contracts, decide which one to pick up, and as a result, which science to learn, and then, like, build a new ship, and we'll launch it again. Sound good to you guys? Too bad. Doesn't matter. I'm the one in charge here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.